Pregame.com.
Pregame.tv, Brady Konnon, Steve Fezzik, Vegas runner, to join us shortly off what should have been a 4-0 week of videos. The B team getting it done, but New England Patriots 3-1 did not sweep the board because the refs cheated us with the Gronkowski pass interference that got stuffed back in the guy's pants. No good, but hopefully we can roll another 3-1. We'll take that each and every time. We're going to talk college football. Last time we were here, Brady Konnon made a case for Oklahoma State. No, he made a case for Baylor. The surprise team here out of the Big 12, and they are laying 10 at Oklahoma State. Brady.
Well, this Baylor team continues to impress me. They knocked off Oklahoma, and then we had them in their last game against Texas Tech. And, you know, it kind of started off similar to the Oklahoma game where they kind of just got a feel for each other. Defense was, you know, getting their wheels started and everything like that. Started off a little bit slow, and then bam, as we projected, you know, the running game was going to get going, and pretty soon they would just wear out that Texas Tech defense that isn't much of a defense, and we got them home.
Yes, that was, you know, it's interesting how we're laying 29, and then you get the score and we're laying 49. No problem. They take care of business, and it's at some point now, you know, Jay Cornegay over at the LVH, he tweeted out, clearly we have underestimated Baylor, because he put up games of the year on all these, and they're all ludicrous. It's like the line on this game was like Baylor plus 17, you know, before the season started, and he's just shaking his head, maybe not 17, but it's like 12, 13. They're literally off by 25 points. It's comical. And can Baylor really be that good?
I think they are that good, but they're in for a tough test this week. Oklahoma State is a good team, too. I made a prediction on a radio show with Ken Thompson, SportsX Radio, a few weeks back when Oklahoma State was playing Texas Tech, I believe. And I said, I don't really know what's going to happen in the game, but I know there's going to be a lot of points. Oklahoma State ended up winning that game. There was a lot of points. It's a pretty powerful team as well. Strange
game, Oklahoma State, Texas. Anyone who was following it, Oklahoma State pulled away. It was playing very good defense. They were moving the ball. They're up 38-13, and one more score, and the game's going to go over. And it just, fourth quarter bagel on both sides. Pretty much, I think Oklahoma State kind of got to rest, knew the Baylor game was on deck, and said, let's go ahead and just seal the deal here and not give away anything away in the fourth quarter.
And I expected Texas to make a little bit of a late run. They weren't going to come close to winning the game, but they never did either.
Boy, there's an I quit team. You know, you look at remember what that BYU when they gave up like 800 yards rushing against BYU, and they just and they just mailed it in the second half. When this team gets down, they don't get up.
Well, they had a nice run going until they met Oklahoma State, and that's where the wheels have come off for them, it looks like.
What's interesting about this conference is we talked about, we picked Oklahoma State in videos to win the conference at the beginning of the year, and we talked about how it was a three-horse race between Oklahoma, Texas, and Oklahoma State. And we said, and of course, Kansas State.
Baylor's not in the
Kelly
conversation.
in Vegas doesn't want to hear it, but they're really a great coach, but they're not a contender. And of course, Baylor's just a flashy team that has no defense, but I guess they do have a defense.
They do. They're a good club.
And the game against Oklahoma, the way they stopped Oklahoma was super impressive. But that's gonna factor a little bit into my pick I'm going to give out, because I'm going to give out a little bit of a derivative here. VR isn't here yet, but he doesn't want to lay 11 to make 10. He wants to get plus 260. We're going to see if we can get plus 260. Let me go ahead and make this official. All right, well, I wanted to get Vegas runner's opinion on this game, but he is too busy celebrating his Carolina win in the Las Vegas Super Contest. Currently, I believe he's 2 games out. If he can get away from his media appearances, hopefully he can join Brady and I to share some expertise. We are talking about this game here with Oklahoma State. I like Oklahoma State plus 10, but in honor of Vegas runner, who's not here yet, but will be shortly, we are going to sprinkle some parlay action in with the under 78. Might want to bet this below the limit approvals. Ask for 500 flags for approval. They'd say, we can't, it's correlate, we can't take that. Make it a little bit less than 500. Keep it under that approval limit, and it'll fly right through in most places. Here's the deal. If there's 100 points in this game, Baylor's going to trash Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State has a very solid defense. Their offense is down 2 ticks from where it was in prior years. However, Baylor's left tackle was injured. They lost their best wide receiver the week before, and so they're down a couple starters on their offense. This is the game of the year for Oklahoma State. Baylor has a murderer's row where every game is a game of the year, and I think if they're going to slip up, this is the game. I really think that Oklahoma State can hang around in this game, and if you're going to play them, you may as well parlay them to the under, because I'm really counting on this game staying under the 78 points. I think everyone's going to see what I see here also. I talk all the time about bet it now or you can wait, no hurry. This one's a little difficult because I don't think there's any hurry to bet Oklahoma State plus 10. However, I think there's a big hurry to play the total to go under. So take with it what you will in terms of your parlay. So probably go out there and play the parlay now, but play Oklahoma State on game day.
Steve, on the Oklahoma State Cowboys catching 10 points, and I like how you're correlating this with the under, because if you are going to stop this Baylor team, you're going to have to slow them down, and that makes a lot of sense. They've been going over in what seems like every game this season. They went over again last week when they played Texas Tech, and if they're going to stumble, I think the total falls under.
Very good. Well, hopefully we'll go ahead and hit this one. Everyone likes playing overs, not unders. However, you stay with us, pregame.tv. I will give you an NFL game that is going over this week. Stay with us, pregame.tv.